Hi friends, for people I see in here right now. We're already having connection issues, aren't we? Hello, hello. Hi. It did come for me, the air fryer did come, and I used it last night. I'm gonna have to play around with it a little bit more. The recipe I made was a little too drippy, if that makes sense. The batter was just too watery, to like put onto the trays. Yeah, it's like the batter was too thin to use in an air fryer, so it was dripping through the pans. I wouldn't, like this recipe that I used, I modified it from like putting it in actual oil and put it in my air fryer instead, so it's not a good air fryer recipe, so I want to start something else. How do I figure out how much protein I need on my eating days? Want to make sure I'm getting enough so that I can survive my fasting days. That would have to do with basically calculating your macros, which is something that I don't really do. But there is a chart on my Instagram page. Angela, do you follow my Instagram? If you follow that, in my highlights, I have calories and macros, and go there and it should tell you how to calculate it. No fuzziness with audio, good. Started your second week. How's it going? How do I feel? I feel okay today. I mean, I'm like, I say that as I'm staring off into this dreary day. Like, I didn't drink my coffee this morning, so I made myself a cup and I'm drinking that now, and it's just like so nice to have something warm because it's like raining outside, and I'm like in my nice warm cozy sweater. I'm like double merching it. See, look. Double merch. Helping me keep warm and cozy. Oh, I only just found you a short while ago, and I have to say your videos are inspiring. Thank you. Well, thank you. You follow me on IG. Yeah, I would go there and look it up. I was kind of calculating my nose is just so bad. Sorry, guys. I'm not picking it, I promise. I was calculating my macros for a while back, but I just kind of found it easier going with calories and then just kind of like being conscious of the macros that I was eating, which is kind of more what I do now. What time do you get up every day, especially when you're on the days that I work out? I get up, let's see, Ian gets up at 7 and I kind of follow shortly after. So I get out of bed around 7:30, 8 o'clock. A lot of the times I'll lay in bed for a long time because I'm the type of a person, when I wake up in the morning, you cannot talk to me for 30 minutes because I will rip your head off. I am not a good morning person. And he's kind of the same way too. So when we wake up or whatever, he'll get up and he'll start work because he's working from home too. And then I'll get up, I wake up around the same time, don't get out of bed until like 7:30, 8 o'clock. And then about 8:30, that's when I'll start my cardio for the day on my eat days. I try to do it in the morning just because it's easier, 31 days, huh? Rough month. I physically feel smaller. The scale doesn't show it, but I'm staying positive. Good, I'm glad. Always have to be on brand, right? I finally did a true fast. I felt that I could go longer. Awesome, Jesse. Just don't show the result. Yeah, the TDEE calculator does tell you the amount of macros you need as well if you want to go there and look it up through there. Hello. Thank you for the content. Which resources helped you the most in your transformation? Can a 14-year-old teenager do alternate day fasting? I would not recommend it. because that is so very young still. I don't think that a 14-year-old should have to worry about their weight at such a young age. I'm not a doctor and I'm not going to get advice, but I don't recommend somebody that young doing alternate day fasting. Yeah, 14 years old. If you're personally 14 years old and you were the one asking that question, you're still growing and you're still becoming a person. Like, you're going through puberty, you're going through stages of your life. Do not worry about your weight right now. You have other things to worry about. And if you are going through puberty, a lot of the times that weight is going to fall off as you grow, you know? Let's see. Do I break my fast any particular way? Not really. I love being home because I can make all kinds of meals. I'm gonna write this down. One of my goals today, guys, is all the frequently asked questions that I get asked on every single video. I'm gonna write it down so that way I can put it somewhere and then tell people to go there. Just because, you know. Sorry. But if I don't really particularly break my fast any certain way. I wake up in the morning, I'll work out, I make sure that I drink water before my coffee, I'll drink my coffee. I don't break my fast until 10 o'clock in the morning, and when I do break it, I really have oatmeal is a big one. I haven't done that in a while with added protein powder. I've been doing avocado toast or bacon and eggs, and I'm not huge on savory breakfasts. I love sweet breakfast, but I'm trying to be better at that just because I know that the proteins and stuff are higher on eggs and bacon. You know, you're getting in avocado, you're getting in healthy fats, you're getting in great proteins, light amount of carbs. So that way it kind of helps you keep full throughout the day and it doesn't make you feel sluggish as soon as you wake up. I see you got some rude comments on your weight gain lately, especially from your recent video. I understand it's muscle though. How do you deal with the criticism? It's hard. It definitely plays a part on my body dysmorphia. Like, people don't understand where I've come from and how far I've come and how my body is changing. And that's kind of why I made that Instagram post, because I don't know. And I know people don't care and a lot of people say things just to be cruel, but also people are also curious because if they've been following me for a while, they know that I'm not as slim as I used to be anymore, you know? And I mean, I'm okay with that because I have muscle now. I don't have, like, my body fat percentage is lower, but my muscle is bigger. And because of that, I don't look as slim as I was. I also have loose skin. And the loose skin also plays a huge part on my mentality because I look at my loose skin and I think I still have fat to lose, but I know it's not fat to lose, it's just loose skin. And so it's like when I get those comments and stuff like that, it's hard on my mentality. Like, I'm a human like everybody else. I try to be body positive, and Kimberly's great at that just because, you know, she's always just there and positive, and she's lost so much and everything like that. And it's just really good seeing that perspective because everybody needs somebody to tell them it's okay to feel the way that they do. And it's just really good to have that, you know? I'm scrolling back up here. Did you weigh in already, or is this check-in just to see how we're all doing? Just wondering. I am not weighing myself during the challenge. I've talked about this before just because, like, right now I'm going through the cycle and I know that my weight's not going to be accurate, so I'm not weighing myself. And this is more for you guys than for me in a way too. Like, yes, I'm still doing alternate day fasting and everything like that, but I don't rely so much on my weight anymore just because of, like I said, my body's recompositioning and I have, you know, like, everything else going on in my life. So I'm not really weighing myself, but if you guys have weighed in, I think tomorrow's the 23rd, so that would be like the official 1 month day or whatever since we started. And so I'm really excited to see how everybody's going to weigh in and stuff like that, you know? We're scrolling back up. How often do you allow yourself to have not so great meals like the burger the other day? I don't count them as not great meals because food is food and it's fuel. I don't count them as cheat meals. Like, we talked about this yesterday. We don't call them cheat meals anymore. We're gonna call them happy meals or sanity snacks just because it's food and it's fuel, and you are allowed to eat what you want with alternate day fasting. I know a burger is not the healthiest option of all options, but I don't do things like that very often. And that's just because I prefer to eat healthier now. And because of that, you know, it's not super, I don't do it super often, I guess. Good advice to the young women who are asking whether or not she could do alternate day fasting. From my own experience, that particular age is very impressionable. An alternate day could be a bit of slippery slope if she's struggling with body image in her weight. Yeah, and I don't want any young woman, and I wish that I had somebody whenever I was 14 telling me that things get better and you will not be just because you're overweight now, you're still growing and you will lose that. You know what I mean? Like, I hate society today because they shove these mental images into young girls' brains, and I know because I was that young woman, you know? Who is Kimberly? She's a member of our alternate day fasting group on Facebook, and she's really great. She's just very body positive. I feel like I missed something. Okay. Scrolling. No worries. Rachel's fasting days are general check-ins most of the time. Yeah. Good greetings from Finland. I will start my fasting journey tomorrow. Wish me luck. You're inspiring. Good luck. On a positive note, I weighed in this morning and I'm down 15 pounds since starting this challenge on March 23rd. 1 month in. I'm so excited. Thank you for the motivation. High five. High five, Ash. Good for you. Positivity. I'm so happy for you. You did it a day early, but yeah, like, don't worry about it. Like, honestly, if I was weighing myself, I would weigh myself tomorrow morning after a fasting day, just because that's how I would prefer to do it. But really, it's really only going to fluctuate a couple pounds of anything if you eat, you know? Just got home. Oops, I'm late. So sorry. Guten Tag. Guten Tag. Wie geht es Ihnen? Today is a fasting day for me and I'm struggling. I may cave and do 500 calories. I was kind of feeling that same way too, Jennifer. Like, all day today, Ian got some like bad news of something that's happening with him. And I really was like, I should just go ahead and eat. But then I was like, that goes back to that emotional eating that we talked about yesterday. And I'm like, I don't need to eat to fill that void. I can do other things to fill that void. So instead, I got my giant water bottle here. And I am going to chug it. I got my coffee here that I'm going to do as well. And yeah, but today's a fasting day. Greetings, very wise Aunt Rachel. Yeah, don't beat yourself up if you do. Yeah, but do not beat yourself up if you do. If you do 500 calories, it's because, and if you follow the steps and you do 500 calories, do not beat yourself up. Like I said, personally, I felt that way because of the emotional aspect of it, and I've been letting my emotional, no, we aren't calling it that anymore, are we? What were we calling that? I don't remember, for lack of a better word. But, yeah. Try not to do that as much anymore. Yeah, if you got this, but listen to your body. If you need to eat, do it. So. Do I try to be gluten-free half the time? No, not particular. I just eat whatever looks good. So I'm not vegan, I'm not low carb, I'm not gluten-free or anything like that. I just like food and I like trying different things. Dein Deutsch ist super. Dankeschön. I took 4 years of it in high school and that was almost 10 years ago. I don't remember a lot of it. Are low carbs recommended for alternate day fasting? I'm not going to answer that because I know people are going to have different opinions on it. I eat carbs and I still lost all the weight that I did and I'm still gaining muscle and losing fat. So I don't think that you have to be low carb for alternate day fasting. I really don't. Just because I personally feel like I'm an example of that. Like, I ate lots of carbs. Please reconnect. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I do not know why the internet keeps failing today. I hope I'm back. We didn't decide on a name yet. I have no idea how I stumbled across this channel, but you seem pretty chill, probably because I started my intermittent fasting journey last week. Ayo. Well, welcome, Andy. What's the ratio of fat, proteins, and carbs? it varies per person, so I don't have an answer for that. I'm gonna do a 7-day water fast as I'm very used to ADF. What do you think? I think if that's what you wanna do, go for it. I don't really have an opinion on water fasting because I've never tried it before. Oh, and do you have any food allergies you try to stay away from? Gluten is one of mine, but fudge, I love bagels. Aw. I don't have any food allergies that I know of. I'm pretty sure I don't though. I have glaube mein Schwein. Ich glaube mein Schwein. Back. Low carb bread. How do you buy and how often? What are your favorites? The zero carb bread that I get from Thin Slim Food has been my favorite so far, just because I find that it's the best consistency I can find a bread whenever I toast it, or if I put it on a skillet with some like butter or something like that. Oh, don't say that German sentence. Yikes. Sorry. So that's kind of the only one that I prefer. That's the only one I've tried. Because I'm walking out and sometimes it bounces to people's Wi-Fi. Oh, I want to start ADF. Please suggest points for a beginner to take care. I actually made a video for, and I think it's the one on my homepage of my YouTube channel called Alternate Day Fasting for Beginners. Please go check out that video because there's lots in it and that would take up this whole entire live session. I think the carbs give us energy on the eat days and something to look forward to. Yeah, and carbs are not bad for you. People fear carbs, but I think they're fearing the wrong kinds of carbs. There's processed carbs, you know, like white breads and things like that. And then there's the good carbs like whole grains and stuff like that. And I think people fear all of them because maybe they just don't understand what's a good carb and what's a bad carb. And I've been doing kind of some research on that myself because I've been trying to kind of look and see what I could do to help better my diet and weed out some of the more highly processed carbs and stuff like that. So I'm learning just as much as anybody else is. Do you have any advice for someone who took a break and gained back 6 to 7 pounds? If you can get back into alternate day fasting and go back to it, then I think that that is something that you can totally do. I know Samaya Kazi, who inspired me to do alternate day fasting, she actually kind of had the same thing happen where she got really sick and she couldn't do alternate day for about 2 weeks, and she gained back about 6 to 7 pounds and had to jump back onto her journey and start from there again, start fresh. I just cooked for me and my mom while fasting. It was painful. I don't know how you usually bake while fasting. You are a rock. I actually was thinking about making some cupcakes or something, or cookies for Ian. I don't know. I'm trying to, like I said, kind of cut back on the sweets and stuff. And I mean, I just had that Reese's cake or it called a Reese's cake. It's a chocolate peanut butter cake that I made last week. And I have one piece left that I think I'm going to probably just end up throwing away because I don't want to eat any more of it. So I'm like, why would I make cupcakes? Because then I would have to eat them. And I'm trying to be better, you know? So you might order low carb buns off Amazon. That's an idea too. Carbs are the hope that helps me sail through a rough fasting day. Does fasting improve the skin too, or is this a myth? That is absolute truth. And there's different ways that it can do it too. I know for me, it cleared up. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to think. Sorry. For me, I do it with autophagy, which means that I fast for a prolonged period of time, and that helps my skin repair from the loose skin. So it does help. It does help your skin. Somebody says, on your eat days, could you please show us what you eat throughout the day? I actually post pictures on my Snapchat and my Instagram of what I eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. I'm a strong believer of if you're craving it on your eat day, eat it. I'm strict on fasting days though. The only thing I've eaten on a fast day is frozen fruit. I measure it to keep it under 50 calories. Yeah, and I also agree with you. If you're craving something, I think that you should eat it because then you satisfy that craving and then you can keep from binging later on down the road because you kept pushing off that craving. Kick off from all the sweets. Thanks. What a nice girl to make cupcakes for you, man. Yeah, I bake for him all the time. I feed a family of 6 3 times a day. So many foods haunt me all day. How can we cope? I don't know. Like, I get asked that, like, how do you bake on your fasting days? How do you do this? How do you do that? For me personally, it's making something and feeling that accomplishment of making it and knowing that the next day I'm going to actually be able to enjoy it. And that's what helps me get through. And I know that doesn't help a lot of people. So that's kind of how I get through it. But counting calories is essential when you're getting your just started. I kind of agree with that too. And I know some people probably would disagree, but I do think that counting calories in the beginning helped me personally because I was so overweight and I was already eating so much over my TDEE every day that counting calories in the beginning helped me learn what calories were in certain foods, you know, and things like that. So off topic, but your hair is just awesome. Thanks. I actually just kind of sprayed it with a water bottle after rolling out of bed this morning. I didn't do anything to it. I just wet it down, you know. Does it dry naturally? Yeah, I don't blow dry it. It's just there. It's just curly. I really do. I like it when it looks like this. Some days it does not. Well, I don't curl my hair for you, Dennis. I'm just kidding. I don't have naturally curly hair too, but it doesn't look that good. Girl, try spraying it with a water bottle. That makes a world of difference. I don't know what it is. Do you think I could be okay eating healthy and fast for 16 hours? Absolutely. That would be considered like a 16-8 method. That's one of the methods. What's in the cup today? Just coffee. I didn't have it this morning, and so I decided to sit down and have a nice warm cup now. You have major hair loss. Any tips? I don't. I'm so sorry. Sorry, I'm thinking of how the best way to word this. I don't have any tips for hair loss because I did not struggle with that. I think we've had this conversation before in the past. Does anybody have any tips on hair loss? So the lowest calorie on eating days was 1900. I honestly don't remember how low I got down to, Erica, but I do know that as I started lifting and stuff, of course, I started upping my calories to help fuel my body from my lifts. Like, you know, I mean, obviously I've had some major muscle growth too. And I also think too, within the past year, going from working out every other day to working out 6 days a week has helped me grow a lot too in my muscle and stuff like that. Wow, yours sings. Oh, thank you. I just want to say thank you for sharing your story. Love your videos and helpfulness. Stay golden. Thank you. Oh, that's cute. I like your little alien thing. One day fast, you lose weight, but next you will gain it again. Your weight fluctuates, and it really depends on how much you're eating on that fasting day too. But weight will fluctuate as you live, your weight fluctuates. So just because you fast one day, the next day you eat, the day after that, your weight will fluctuate back and forth. It really just depends on how consistent you are with it, you know? I think I just spilled coffee all over me. I'm gonna try watering down my hair. Yeah, that's what I do. Gonna try watering down my hair. I've been struggling with putting creamer in my coffee on fasting days. Me too. But I find that if you feel like you absolutely have to have something into your coffee on a fasting day, doing like heavy cream and a little bit of stevia is going to be a lot better for you than if you're doing sugar creamer. You know what I mean? Like keeping it with the creamer or the heavy cream, my mind is like blah, 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 blah. The heavy cream is a higher source of fat, so it kind of also helps keep you full. Scrolling. Yeah, hair loss. Make sure you're getting nutrients when you eat. That's very true. It shouldn't hinder your progress because I did that for a long time in the beginning where I did add a little bit of creamer to my coffee and things like that. It does not hinder your weight loss because you are still in a major calorie deficit if you add a tablespoon of creamer to your coffee, you know? Is there anything else you use with your all-American butters besides pancakes, toast, and waffles? Any recipes? I've made flourless muffins with them before as well, but I haven't really had a chance to experiment with them in any other ways yet. I mean, you could do toast if you want to. I'm so excited! I wasn't gonna order any flavors, and I ended up ordering their cake pop flavor, their cake confetti pop, and their cinnamon toasties, which is 2 out of their 3 new flavors. These ones are smooth butter, so they don't have toppings in them, but I'm really excited to get those. I'm so excited to try them. What was the max calorie limit on a fasting day again? 500 calories. My creamer is lactose-free vanilla creamer with little calories. Look on the back and see if it has the, I can't say it, sucralose, SUCRA, something like that. That will spike your insulin level. So doing something like stevia instead is better than that sweetener. So milk is okay with coffee. It should be, but like I said, I'm such a person of like 0 calories in your coffee on fasting days, you know, or 0 calories on fasting days. I used to never drink coffee. Then I found your channel. Now I drink it all the time to get through fast. I drink McDonald's brand. What brand do you prefer? Walmart. I have a Keurig, so I just buy really any coffee from anywhere whenever I go to the store. I never drink coffee. I've been drinking almond milk lattes. It probably breaks your fast, but it's so, so good. Hannah, an almond milk latte is a lot better than like if it was a full, like it's gonna be lower in calories, I guess I should say. Stumptown coffee beans. I think I've been seeing like ads come up on my Facebook and stuff like that, but I haven't done it. I don't have a grinder. Sucra. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try. I got the Fruity Pebble ones. It came today. I'm excited to try it tomorrow. Oh, nice. I wanted to get that one really bad. Messed up my hair. Have you had your blood work to check if there are any deficiencies? I had to start taking vitamins. I did, if you're asking me that, Ray, I did get blood results done and everything was fine. I didn't have any deficiencies or anything. Sorry, I had to think about the words. Can't have dairy, yep. Actually, if you a specialized coffee store with good coffee beans, go for it. They have so much more flavor than the regular supermarket stuff. That's true. I just have a hard time spending a lot of money on coffee because I drink it every day. You had it. So the scale says I'm not losing, but my clothes are getting looser on me. Is it possible to lose inches but not weight? Yes, it is. For my TDE calculator, would you consider exercise 5 days a week moderate if the sessions are roughly 30 minutes? On the site, they don't say the length of the workouts, but just the days. I think so. There's also, it was on Livestrong's website. If you type in what is moderate exercise, I think it pops up and it tells you how many minutes per day is considered moderate exercise, what kind of exercises it is. Whew, that was a big breath that I could not get out. LOL, Dennis, that's all I'm gonna say. I might have to drink some water after this. But I'm gonna get, has the fasting lane coming along. I have it right here actually. And I've only read that 3rd chapter for yesterday's video. I was planning on reading more of it whenever I go downstairs and walk on the treadmill again tonight before I do my workout for the day. So I can get in a couple more chapters. Yeah, but I ain't got the money to spend on good coffee. I can't spend $20 on coffee. You kidding me? When counting calories, do you eat more or less when you're not exercising? When you're not exercising, you will eat less calories because your body's not burning as much. I feel like I missed something. Hold on. Nope. Spend Ian's money. Girl, no. You know I don't spend Ian's money. I'm in this chapter that talks, oh, I'm not going to say that. What are you planning to eat tomorrow on your eating day? I haven't gotten that far yet. I know for breakfast I'll do something, for lunch I'll do something, and for dinner I'll do something. Do people treat you different after you lost all the weight? I honestly feel like people treated me different because I started documenting my stuff on YouTube and I gained so many followers. I don't think they started treating me any differently because of the weight loss. However, I think I am oblivious because yesterday I had to run to the store and get some essential things, and I had multiple men kind of approach me, and that was really awkward for me because I don't deal with that stuff very well. And things like that used to never happen to me before, and it happens more frequently now. And I'm not the kind of person that sits there and is like, oh my God, like this guy was like totally looking at me. And it's like whenever they remove their mask to talk to you or pass the aisle you are and then back up and then come down your aisle to directly talk to you, that's when it gets really awkward. And those things used to never happen to me before. Are you going to drink cream? If you are going to drink creamer in your coffee when fasting, it should be heavy cream or yes, with stevia monk fruit. Notice when it's bad for you, it breaks your fast. Only add up to 2 teaspoons of heavy whipping cream. Thank you for doing these lives. It helps make quarantine less dull. Thank you. That's considered a dirty fast and it's okay to do, but find it hinders their weight loss. Everybody's different. Is it really worth it is really worth reading the book. After chapter 3, it came across topics that basically fit perfect with the discussions we have. I know, I'm totally going to be reading it because I have a hard time reading books that aren't fiction. I'm a huge fictional book reader. For example, I am also trying to read Outlander right now, but I just have a really hard time finding the time to sit down and read for myself. And whenever I read the 3rd chapter of this book, I was actually able to really understand and get everything that was coming across, which is rare for me whenever it comes to books like this. So I'm really excited to really pick it up and start reading it. Oh my God, this guy was totally looking at me. Yeah, I know I have 2 copies now. I am like blown away that somebody sent me an extra copy. Like that is the sweetest thing ever, I swear. Coffee is life. I love Starbucks dark roast or espresso, anything strong. Any suggestions on eating days for overeating? I'm currently overeating on eat days and I want to break that habit. I tried counting calories and tell myself I need more. Ugh. Depends. What are you eating for your meals? Are you eating something that helps fill you up more, or are you eating more empty calories? Now, like I say that when I say this, I mean salad is good, but it's not going to hold you over very long. You need something with a little bit more in it as well. So try adding higher proteins. You know, a protein will fill you up. And I know I'm like protein all the time now, but it's really what I found has worked best for me is eating a higher amount of protein, which fills me up in the long run and it keeps me fuller longer than if I were to just eat like a salad with some berries and some dressing on it, you know? Like, yeah, I'm eating healthy. It's a salad with berries, it's fruit, it's vegetables, that's good for you, but you also need an extra something to help. It comes with food combining kind of. I like Dunkin' Donuts and McDonald's coffee more than Starbucks. Hi, love seeing your beautiful face on these lives. Hey, Kimberly! I was like, who's saying this? I love fictional books too. Gonna start The Flight Attendant, which is soon to be a TV show. What's that about? I want to know. Any book recommendations? Welcomed? Any favorites? Life as We Knew It is a great series. It's kind of a younger adult series, but it's kind of done in like a journal type of entry. It's one of my favorite books so it's a series or trilogy. There's 3 of them now. There's Life as We Knew It and a couple other ones that follow it, of course. And they're kind of about like an asteroid hits the moon and pushes it closer to the earth and it throws everything off. And I love fictional books like that. So that's one that I really enjoy. But anyways, my mother's tongue is not English, so it limits normally my understanding. However, this book is easy. Okay. It's 1:45 in Pakistan, but oh wow, that's so late. Protein is very, yes. Netherlands, awesome, thank you. Hi, came in late. What are you guys talking about? We're really just talking, it's just a check-in today. That's what we're talking about, really anything. My biggest goal was I wanted to come on here and ask you guys, because I know a lot of you guys are my regulars that come on here. What are some of the questions that you see asked time after time after time? I'm wanting to write them down so I can come up with a separate like website or page on my or not a separate website. It'd be a page on my website with the most frequently asked questions in these videos that I can resort people to. So that way we're not constantly having to answer them over and over and over as people come in late and stuff like that. Okay, I think I'm all caught up. It's suspense about a flight attendant that wakes up next to a guy and doesn't remember what happened the night before. Seems kind of interesting. Ooh. How tall are you? What is written on your arm? How do you eat? What do you break your fat? Yeah, I have that one. How tall am I? I feel like Hannah, she gets on these videos and she like starts answering them for me anymore. Arm, tat. I really want another tattoo. What do you eat? That one's such a loaded question. I never know how to answer that one. Will you suffer from gastric problems? Yeah, I know that one. Oh, the exercise one. That's a good one. If I drink detox tea, okay. Detox tea. Thank you guys. Do you work out on your fasting days? I also have like my frequently asked questions videos that I publish too on YouTube, and they don't get nearly as many views. And I think it's just because people don't want to like spend the time to go through it. But I actually timestamp the videos, like where the question starts and stuff. Ian tells me he thinks a lot of people just want the answer handed to them and don't want to do research for it. So I don't know if that's true or not. Thanks, Kimberly. What are you guys talking about? How to get back on track after falling off the wagon? Is that, I'm just writing these down right now. So if it's an actual question, please like type before actual question for this video or something like that, so I know if you're actually asking it. I'm dying to buy a blender, but so far my payments are doing through. I just loved it from all its ads. Anyone else? I've seen those. Isn't that the little like? I have a or what's it called? A NutriBullet. So I don't need one of those specifically, but I've seen those two pop up. Hormone issues. Another idea is tips for staying consistent and long-term weight loss. Ugh. Many also asks if you have issues, hormone issues. Ooh, a lot of questions are around TDE, what you eat, good foods to eat, how to deal with slow weight loss. Counting macros is another one frequently asked. Yeah, and I don't do that. Count max. Like Big Macs? I can count Big Macs I'm putting in my mouth. No, I'm just kidding. I don't eat McDonald's. Figure out calories, how many calories. And that one, I really just tell people to go to my video that I just made on that. Oh my goodness, so many. A lot of questions around, okay. How do you figure out calories? Will I have loose skin? That's another one that I specifically made. One of my frequently asked questions about was my loose skin. I am not a fast typer. I'd still be way behind. I'm actually trying to decide if I want to jump the gun and get a MacBook. It's just money I don't have. He was right. People seem to still want to know how to figure out their calories. Yeah. What is your current BMI? I don't know that one off the top of my head. Another one is how weight loss in the first, second month. You guys, I can't even read my own handwriting. Can you read that? Probably not. I have a Blendjet and I like it. Before we were made to say whom I wished it. Oh, you got it for work. I just started fasting this week. What's some good tips for headaches? I'm going to answer that one too. Magnesium and pink Himalayan salts in your water is something that I've recently just learned as well, and that helps with headaches. Geek Squad paid me $4. Well, $4.90, Donka. Can you maintain your weight on ADF for those who don't want to lose weight but are interested? Hannah, are you watching that Legally Blonde reunion tonight? That was so random. I'm so sorry. That just popped into my head. Tonight on one of the websites, they're doing a Legally Blonde the musical reunion, and I'm kind of excited about it. Oh, Lord. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm just trying to find all these questions now. I'm gonna move my tripod a little closer. You're shaking. Another question, will I gain it back? That's a good one. Questions about if you take vitamins. If we do exercise each day and if we do good exercise each day and take one scoop strong pre-workout, then weight loss can be achieved without alternate day fasting. Absolutely. You can lose weight and not do alternate day fasting. Like, this is just one of those methods that you can use. And there's so many more benefits behind weight loss besides just that. Or there's so many benefits of alternate day fasting besides just weight loss. I had to think about how to rephrase that. Sorry. When first starting fasting, do you tell people I honestly, whenever I first started fasting, the only people that I told were those who were close to me, but like my coworkers and stuff, they didn't know anything about how I was losing weight until really long down the road. My brother just sent me a TikTok video. I bet he made another one. Oh, as a distraction, do a typing course? That's actually not a bad idea. I wish my keyboard, okay, so I have a Chromebook. So the laptop is like this wide and the space bar doesn't work. So I have an extra keyboard that I have to attach to it. And because I got this extra keyboard, the keyboard's huge and the screen's really small, so I had to get a bigger screen. But that's actually a good idea. I should take up a typing course. Have you ever done a long fast? I have only gone up to like 46 hours. I've not done longer than that. Salad with bacon, that has proteins. And if you have a good dressing, that could be a healthy fat. Get a PC. I have an iPhone though. I would like to have all my stuff synced. You must be a doctor. You can read what you're writing. Oh, I can't. My first week I did 40 each day, and now I can't go 14. Aw. Thank you. How long do you fast for? It's asked a lot. Oh no. I wish I could like walk and type at the same time too. That would be nice. Then I could like do a bunch of things. Dealing with depression along with ADF tips. Well, it's kind of what I'm struggling with right now, you know, so getting on here definitely helps. And that's another thing too. Somebody commented on my video and was like, obvious, or they didn't say obviously, but they're like, it looks like from a first time user that fasting is what's making you depressed. And it's like, that's not what's making me depressed. I have other things that are going on in my life, guys, just because I have like you know how honest and open I am with you about everything that goes on in my life, but there are some things that I do keep to myself personally, and those things are going to weigh heavy on me on a fasting day because I'm thinking about them more. And you know, it's just like that doesn't have to relate to me fasting and not eating on a day. I'm an overthinker and everything like that, you know? Has anyone done soft dry fasting? I heard people lose more weight than any other fasting. Just wondering if it's true. I've never even heard of soft dry fasting. Zero cal drinks. Feeding window. Yeah, Tiffany, if you want to send me like a Mac or like a computer, that'd be fun. um, how you're gonna look when you look in the mirror? Huh? Oh, I think you're answering the other person's question. How often do you weigh yourself? Whew. I think my Shein code lasts until the end of June, and I'll probably end up getting another one. I could take screenshots of questions, but the way that my phone is on my tripod, the buttons are kind of awkward to get to. Fasting personally helps me with depression. I feel worse on eat days. Counseling helps. Not sure if ADA helps with depression, but your videos and live chat definitely do. Thank you. Fasting helps my anxiety and depression. Hasn't cured it obviously, but has improved. See, that's the thing. Like, fasting has helped my mental mind a lot in like the self-confidence and the self-esteem department, you know, like, and it still changes every day. Like, if you guys were watching yesterday, you saw Hannah say that she's seen my mind change so much with this whole journey. And it's kind of like that to me shows that fasting is helping and not hurting. Soft dry fasting means you can brush your teeth and shower still. Oh. I actually just sold my Mac desktop for 100. Boo. Bye, Tiffany. Anyone having trouble doing 36 hours fast? If so, just me. You're not alone. Thank you so much. I overthink too much. Bless you. Thanks, Alex. So far, so good. However, it's only 28 hours. Woo! I'm finally caught up, guys. I am finally caught up. So there we go. We're 10 minutes away from ending this. I need to take another drink from my water bottle as my throat's starting to bother me for talking for an hour straight. Anyway, so that was quite a bit of questions. That was 2 pages worth, which is good. It was over 100 just to ship to the buyer. The thing was massive. Ah, damn. Dang. God damn. Now my coffee's gone and I'm sad. That's okay. I don't need any more. I'm trying to be better at that. I was wondering how you drink that gum with straw. Yeah, I know. Whenever I got it, Ian was like, you're going to look so silly trying to like drink from the nozzle, but it does have a straw. Today, it's not going that great. Like, it's almost 4 and I haven't even hit my 3 goal. So I need to be like here. I will be there by the end of this video though. And then I'll have to go to the bathroom directly after. It's raining really hard. The bottle was $22, I think. I made this mug. This is my merch. I know, that's what I was saying earlier at the beginning of this. I actually just grabbed a mug from my cabinet and it so happened to be this. If you're, I know they said it couldn't ship to Canada. So if you're from Canada, I don't know if it would ship there, but I can link it, or it's actually on the page and I can link it on the page too. Do I drink 1 of these bottles a day? I do. That's my goal. That's what I've been trying to do because I'm so bad at drinking water. Just an idea. I've seen a lot of people do Instagram lives where they can accept others to go live with them and do a question and answer that way. Might be a fun idea for future check-in. Yeah, I actually want to do a Zoom chat with you guys, but I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it because I still also want to do the live videos. And so I would want to limit the amount of people that are in the Zoom chat. And, you know, I don't want people to be like, oh, you chose them over me. And it's like, no, I would probably do like a series of Zoom chats with people for about an hour long or something like that, like a different one once a week or something like that. And it would just be like that. I would choose like 10 people or something like that to be in one Zoom chat with me. And then the next time it would be 10 different people and so on and so forth. So that way, you know, I can talk to everybody that way. I think that would be a good idea, but you know, it would have to be done with, it'd be like a one-time thing kind of, you know. Hard, you have no contact with water at all. What? This one could be harder. They have ones like that as well that ships to Canada. If you type in gallon water bottle on Amazon, you should be able to find one. I did 120 hours. Zoom chat. Maybe do a Zoom chat at the end of the challenge. Yeah, that's an idea too, but that's so far away. Like, we're 1/3 of the way through the challenge already, which is crazy. It could be like a celebratory check-in for the last day. Except the last day of the challenge is the day before my wedding, so I don't know if that would work out. Do you have a crew neck sweatshirt version of the Think Fast merch? I do, actually. It's on there now. We could both practice our German. The hard dry fasting could be really hard, no contact with water at all. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I use water kind of as my crutch on my fasting days to help me get through. So. Actually thinking of something else, how to make it possible that people in the Facebook group can actually talk to each other, with each other, and keeping privacy intact. I agree with that, Dennis, because there's been a couple times that I wanted to like reach out to individuals on the group in general and like talk to them. And I just wish that there was a better way to do that. I know if I message directly on my Facebook page, I'll get messages there, but I have so many messages on that page and in my Instagram that it gets super overwhelming. I know I'm missing things and it just really sucks. Zoom is an app, and it's also a computer thing. You can do it on your computer. Can we do ADF and keto? A lot of people do alternate day fasting and keto. You found me on YouTube and don't have any of my other links, example, Facebook. If you go to Facebook and type in 95 days of fasting, our group should pop up. It's a private one, but just go ahead and ask to be accepted into the group. And if it doesn't allow you in right away, then I have to go in and add you. So try going there. I'm doing ADF and keto, so it can be done, no worries. Eat what you please. Keto made me break because I was craving too much. I know a lot of people have results with alternate day fasting and keto. And like I've said in the past, I like carbs too much. So I didn't want to restrict myself anymore. I'm already eating every other day, you know? Maybe choose 1 hour a day to respond to messages, and you get to as many as you can. Might be less overwhelming that way. That's what I've been doing actually in the morning, is trying to spend an hour. But I have, like I have Instagram and I have Facebook, and I'm trying to think. I have Instagram, Facebook, and I have my Killer Curves email that people send me questions to because it's linked to my website. So it's like I have those 3 social media accounts that I'm trying to figure out how to answer the best to. So it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. I just joined Facebook again because of Rachel and the fasting group. Aww. I joined the group, tried to post a question, but it showed up on my wall feed, not my page, but just in general, and had to delete it because I was afraid people will see it. Huh, I wonder, it shouldn't have showed up on your page because the group is private. Angela, are you in the 95 days of fasting challenge group, or did you just like my personal, my Rachel Sharp page? Because I know if you go to the Rachel Sharp page and you scroll down, it'll say groups, and the 95 days of fasting challenge group is listed there. And maybe that's why it posted to your page. Can you add white text options to the Think Fast shirts for the darker colors? I can. I would have to go back in and make a new listing though. It's through Teespring. Sorry, my thoughts are going faster than my words. It's through Teespring, and to do that, I have to basically make another listing with the white text. You can't change the text color per listing, per shirt. You can only change the shirt color. So I would have to add the white in there. I know I need an assistant, right? Only people in the group can see it. It is private. Zoom would be cool to actually converse with a lot of regular people that come on the live. And that's kind of what I was thinking as well. I know that there's a lot of you guys that come on here every day, and I think it would be really cool to be able to do something like that. And of course I would have to limit my time as well, and all that good stuff. So it would be something that I would be willing to do at some point. Definitely Zoom with some of you guys. And like I said, I would have to cycle it for sure, because I feel like if I were to open that up and say I'm going to do a Zoom chat, there's going to be a lot of people that want to do it, but I can't do a Zoom chat with 500 people, you know? I don't really use social media other than YouTube. Maybe for this, I could join Facebook. Don't feel like you have to either. You know, we check in here every day too. So if you don't want to if you don't feel comfortable or don't want to join Facebook, don't feel like you have to, really. It's a really great group. I love our fasting group. Every time I get on there, there's all these positivity posts and just people asking for suggestions and things like that. And I feel like in the beginning, there were some people in there that kind of were being a little too much, so to speak. And I think they somehow got filtered out, and I haven't seen any of those posts or anything like that. I haven't had anything reported in a really long time, which is really great too. So yeah. Yeah, exactly. 936 plus people, so much chaos. It would be so much chaos. Will you do another challenge or continue doing lives after this? I think we talked about maybe doing a live once a week or something like that. And I'll probably change the challenge group's name to something else when that time comes, but we haven't really thought about it. Maybe I could change it to Think Fast. That'd be, it's on the shirt. So we could do Think Fast fasting group or something, you know? It's not that only you should do it and put more pressure on yourself. We can talk amongst ourselves as well. Yeah, that's one way too. And that's kind of one thing I was curious about for people to like be able to contact one another. You know, you would have to individually message the person and then message the other person and add them as friends, you know, and stuff like that. So, how are you trying to grow the channel? I just post my vlogs, and I have a couple things that are coming up, collaborations and things like that that I post about. Besides that, that's really all I can do at this point. You know, I post my frequently asked questions videos and things like that and just kind of go from there. I mean, I'm so close to 50K and that blows my mind. Yeah. Good luck with everything. Thank you. Another thing that helped me with fasting and depression is keeping busy with structured tasks such as relay escaping, dog walking, garage organizations on the cheap, learning new skills, target shooting. Okay. I don't trust Facebook either. I have 0 friends and plan to do nothing else other than the fasting fam. There you go. Oh, Tiffany's back. You will see your post on your wall feed, but as long as you can't see it on your profile, it is private. Or name it Fasting Fam. See, I've thought about naming it Fasting Fam, but Samaya also uses the term Fasting Fam, and I don't want to step on her toes because I was inspired by her, and I don't want to take that, you know? When you decide to have kids, will you still do ADF and YouTube? I probably, well, I don't know. That's a really long ways down the road, first off. I'll just pause myself right there before I answer without thinking. I know whenever I'm pregnant, I don't plan on fasting. Now, whenever I'm done, there's the possibility. I'm gonna probably have to kind of phase my channel more towards workouts and stuff like that. But I don't know. That's such a long time away. Let's see. When you decided, have you seen Kimberly's video? Which is it? Are you talking about the pull-up one, or what one are you talking about, Derek? I'm not sure your challenge will. I'm sure your channel will grow more when you become a mom. So many motherhood YouTubers are successful. Well, why don't I just get pregnant then? I'm just kidding. I've gotten quite a few private messages from the Facebook group. It's not difficult for me to answer because I don't get a million like you. Well, that's good. And I was kind of thinking that too, Kimberly. I was wondering, I was like, I wonder if she gets a lot of messages. I'm just listening. Get more specific channel expansion. Oh, scientific channel expansion. I need help on that stuff. I am not a technical person. My brain doesn't necessarily work like that. So whenever it comes to expanding my channel, there are some, my brother's girlfriend actually is a travel vlogger. And I talked about her a while back on the, in my vlogs, and she's helped me kind of grow a little bit more on different things to do. Like, you notice my Instagram profile changed more from doing mirror pictures to different kinds of pictures, just some things like that here and there. But I need help with that stuff. You're helping people change their lives. Thank you. The child question is another. Okay. Oh, I don't know if Ian's home. We are out of time. Posted in the group today. I will have to go back and look. You should hire me. I told you you could hire me and pay me with pep talks. I'm a super tech person. Love your glasses and brandy on the background. Thanks. I painted those. Science of fasting, I mean. I'm assuming it's brandy because I used to love drinking brandy. It's like whiskey and brandy. Yeah, but alrighty guys, we're 4 minutes past the hour. So tomorrow, if you want to weigh in. If you don't, then don't. That's up to you. And we can gather here tomorrow and maybe have like a little celebration or something like that whenever it comes to the live chat. No, they're all there. Well, I kind of like merged all of our stuff together. So they're still there. I actually haven't had anything to drink in a really long time, but that's okay. Like I told you guys, I don't feel like I need to drink that much. But thank you guys so much for watching today. I will see you tomorrow. It'll be a month. I hope you all are super excited and everybody has success. And even if you did not see a change on the scale, don't worry about it. You are still doing something amazing in doing this whole journey and trying to take control of your health. So I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll see where everything is. We'll go from there. I will talk to you guys then. So long. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Tschüss.